So can goths and punks be conservative?
The more interesting question is not can they be, it's why do they want to be? Like, how do you think you're going to participate in a counterculture while also working to literally conserve the culture? It is not the case that a bunch of young people started dressing in black back in the 80s and that caused them to question all of society's rules. Punk, goth, metal, those are subcultures. They're countercultures. They were ideologies and system of rebellion first. The music and the fashion came second. Punk, fashion, and goth music were all aesthetic exercises that people went through to communicate their belonging to a social philosophical movement. And those movements' ideas were intrinsically non-conservative. I mean, if goth just means to you like a person who dresses all in black, then sure, you can be a conservative goth. And it is absolutely true that in the 90s, skinheads managed to co-opt the aesthetics and perceived toughness of punk. But none of that ever became the main primary type of punk. It's still an asterisk on the total movement. Still to this day, punk, goth, metal, it indexes for a person who's got a rebellious, counterculture, anti-authoritarian attitude. As an older millennial, this is actually a very weird phenomenon to me, this idea of like a conservative punk. Because when I was a kid, everyone understood goth and punk as a worldview first. Like, it was not uncommon for conservative guys in my high school to say things like, man, I like that punk rock music, but I just wish the words weren't so liberal. Or, goth girls are so hot, I just wish they weren't all so left-wing. Back 20 years ago, people were easily distinguishing between the style and the substance, but nowadays, it just doesn't seem to be the case. You got Paul Ryan listening to Rage Against the Machine. Who the fuck does he think they were singing about the entire time? He vibed with the attitude and the aesthetics, but he just conveniently ignored the entire message that that aesthetic was meant to communicate.